Namaste. I would like to share with you a very deep insight about stillness and silence. Stillness and silence are considered the top of our understanding. The very essence of this yogic journey leads us to these beautiful milestones called stillness and silence. Stillness is a state where you become completely vibrational. So deep is this vibration within your body that the deep movement of this Shakti within you, the power within you, is so supreme that it comes to a deep stillness in its vibrational field. That means all movement in your body, in your subtle body, has to lead you to that stillness. Yoga sadhana, the power of the Hatha Yoga, is to finally help you achieve a single state of stillness, one state, that is, you sit in a position that is deeply ingrained in you. You sit in a position that is very, very still. This stillness in the body is in a state when you can actually allow the prana to flow free within you. In the Himalayan tradition, we have researched into this aspect and found that it takes around 40 minutes of deep, subtle movement of the body to achieve 10 minutes of stillness. So it is obvious that it is important to prepare the body to achieve this state of stillness while sitting for meditation. It is also important to understand that the body has to be aligned, the spine has to be erect, the head has to be aligned with the neck and shoulders. It's important to achieve stillness even in the eyeball. When the eyeball is still, the number of thoughts per second also reduce. This is a first sign to know that your thoughts have been to an extent reduced in its intensity and flow. Stillness is a hallmark. When we achieve stillness in the body and we achieve stillness in the mind, it also means that we have achieved a deep state of subtle flow in the breath, the prana. When mind is enriched with prana, it comes to a deep state of calmness, a restive state. It almost could be termed as unmana, that is a no mind state, when the thoughts are no longer coming in the way of this thinking mind. This state is a very, very subtle state that we achieve within the body. The stillness of the body, deep kumbhaka of the breath, is come into a state called kevala kumbhaka. That means body starts only nourishing itself with the barest optimal breath, subtlest of all breaths. And we have achieved that state where we reach the kevala kumbhaka and there is hardly any breathing. Body has come to that deep state of equanimity. When we achieve this state, the mind enriched with prana, the body becomes still, breath is at its subtlest, best, silence is possible. True silence is when we have allowed ourselves to be undisturbed by objectively or subjectively, by the environment or by the thinking process or by the circumstances or by even stimulation by the sensory body. It could be vibrations of the state of flow of prana, or it could be divine sights, visions, sounds, the anahata sounds, the mystical sounds within you. All these experiences of the sensory body have come to a rest, and we begin to realize that the sensory body is no longer coming in the way of this silence within, the stillness within. Then we achieve a state called mauna, antar mauna, where there is no more experiences of the antakarana, the instruments that give us the sensory perceptions. There is no more influence of the thought. There is no more influence of the thinking mind. We come to a supreme state of stillness and silence. Deep movement of the subtle prana have led to a deep stillness. Deep stillness has led us to deep silence. Deep silence has led us to a state of deep awareness of the core being that we are. We begin to witness the stillness and silence from within. In this state of silence, this state of awareness, we come to a state where we can connect from within the source. It's important to understand how we can achieve the state of silence and surrender in our meditation through a progressive approach of connectivity. Samaya tantra is regarded as one of the subtlest of paths by the Himalayan yogis of the tradition of the Raja Yoga. Principally, the messengers of this amazing tradition, that includes Swami Rama, have propagated the power of the Samaya Tantra. Maya, Samaya. When these two terms are being carefully observed, absorbed, we get to know true meaning of Samaya. Maya is the manifestation, the very illusionary time that we have experienced as Samaya. When Samaya no longer has a grip on you, Maya loses its grip on you. How is it possible to come out of this illusion? As we tend to get vision, sight, sounds, sensory experiences, we all tend to get carried away by the Maya. It is not possible to address Maya while still experiencing this so-called reality, which is still an illusion, only that it persists a bit longer. So we assume that we have overcome this illusion. We have not yet. Even dreaming is part of this illusion. The reality that we deem as reality is also an illusion. So Maya gets thicker and thicker as we tend to address it with careful introspection. Now, as we get closer to this understanding that it is possible to be observing, this witnessing, that to observe that this time and space are two important attributes of this Maya. We look at the projected world as a reality. The projected world of objects, people, plants, animals, the nature is a projection of our mind. If we cannot see it, it doesn't exist. And if we cannot sense it, it does not exist. So as we deem closer and closer to this understanding that it is possible to come to a state of stillness and silence within the mind, we can witness things or see things as they are and not as we want to see them. So the perceptions begin to lose its effect on the reality that we deem as reality is not it. So neti, 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 that means this is not it, this is not it, this is not it. To achieve that state of samaya, tantra, that means we should be able to bring our concentrated and converged focus on our fontanelle and achieve stillness in the head, body, breath, sight, vision, everything. There is no more, it's like a freeze frame. In that state, we are in the moment, in the now. In this moment, time loses its grip on you. You are neither in the past nor in the future, because future is continuously being fed into the now and released into the past. There is no way we can grip on this time. Time is continuously slipping from our very observation. So when we become timeless within, that we no longer have the grip on the time, time is no longer linear, that we can consider as something which can be measured chronologically, because we are no longer struggling to find a chronological reference point to address this time. This freeze frame in this mind space, in the Chidakasha, where samaya becomes absorbed within us, we become time space. That means the losing the grip on the anticipated time, the past time, and the current time. And we achieve the state of stillness and silence within, which is one of the highest paths of being able to address this very illusionary aspect which troubles people even in their meditation. It is possible to achieve this state through deep awareness, through deep contemplation practices, and ability to sustain this state on a longer basis and achieve the deep state of stillness and silence within, to be able to relate to this understanding of moving from the space-time into time-space. I hope this information inspires you on this progressive path of Samaya Tantra. Thank you.